Guys, my name's Roland. Welcome back to Wings of Duty. Today, I'm going to be doing the long-awaited episode, How to Plane in the P38 Lightning. Now, this kind of took me some time to really, get the full grasp of how this thing dogfights and everything. And overall, it's more or less an attacker. And here's why. So, the first standard payload that you get with this thing is one 37mm cannon, pretty good, two 50 caliber MGs, also pretty good, and two 30 cals. Now, you may be wondering, that's one heck of a payload. The only thing is that the 37mm gun has only 15 shots. So, when you compare that to a P39 that has 130 37mm shots, you can already tell that this isn't too good of a payload. Next off, you got the 450 cals and 120mm, pretty good. And then you got this payload, which is what makes it an all-around attacker. Now, if you guys have watched the new update videos where I went over this and everything, you already know, you already know how this works. Wings of Duty updated the P38, gave it 14 rockets. That makes it better than the P47 in terms of armament. Now, yes, I will eventually go over this plane. I know I've kind of said that I hated this plane, but I haven't played it that often, and it's kind of just sitting there in the hangar just collecting dust. So, don't worry, I will do a How to Plane episode. Maybe it won't be as bad as I thought it is, or as I think it is. Anyways, let's jump into today's episode. So, P38. Really fast fighter, like I said earlier. It's more or less an attacker. And here's why. We're actually going to join a match. And we're going to join a match with enemies. And I'm hoping that one of those enemies may be an A6M or, say, Key 63. Or no, Key, 61. So first we gotta find a alright, there we go. 4 Axis and 2 allies. Make that 3 allies. Point is, though, we're gonna go and I'll show you why this thing isn't the best fighter. It's not the worst fighter. In fact, I definitely did rack up a few kills before. It's just, with most medium, with lots of medium to high tier planes can really outturn this. This is kind of bad. But I mean, when you look at this thing's wingspan and everything, kind of makes sense on why it's not so big on turning. However, history has showed us that the P38 killed many Zeros and A6Ms during the time of the Pacific War. Let's see if it can do something similar over here. We're gonna kind of do a little bit of a rudder. Now, another thing about this thing gobbles up fuel. Okay, this thing is almost, and I mean almost, on 109, 109 levels of fuel gobbling. It's kind of ridiculous. But even though yes, it can gobble up your fuel, it can. Oh dear God. I hate that. That, my friends, is why you need to be more cautious. I clicked it again. Alright, you know what? Let me just get rid of this case. Alright. Now I should get the full feel of it. I'm sorry, that was clearly embarrassing. But, yeah, take number 2, I guess. So we're going to be joining that same. So, yeah, we're going to be. Ooh. Let's join this match. This is probably bad because it's nothing but Axis, and I fear that they're probably going to gang up on me. It won't be a one-on-one fight. It's just going to be an absolute just gang up. And I ain't taking that. Okay? I ain't taking that. Oh, wait, no, this is the same match as before, except for all of the people on the Allies team rage quitted. But before we get in, let's take a look. Alright, we got a Key 61, a Key 43, an A6M3. Okay, that's actually it's a pretty good enemy setup. Now, the Key series of airplanes can really make tight turns and are really, really fast. I mean, of course, all of you guys probably know that, as history has shown us, the Japanese have been well known to create fast planes, but sadly at the cost of armor. It's probably one of the reasons why they lost, no offense. But anyways, let's take off. Okay, keep it steady. Maintain speed. Maintain speed. Now, one of the reasons why why I hate this thing in energy fights is that this thing will stall out quickly if you turn too hard. Now, I mean, the problem with, twin engine fighters is the fact that they lose energy fast. It's not even that they lose energy fast, it's just the fact that they'll, just stall out quickly. Get a few free shots off. Oh dear. As you see there, we're gonna have to turn on some mandatory flaps in order to maintain this thing. Look at that. This is why I recommend this thing as more of an attacker than an actual fighter. Because as you see, now this guy's on our 6. Now, yes, I just did take off, but, I mean, look at that. Look at that. I absolutely got slaughtered. So, let's get back into that one more time, just to show you why I don't recommend this thing as a big-time fighter. I mean, yeah, I got some air kills with it, but the only reason why I really got air kills was, number one, because the fighters that I fought were, A5Ms and all that. And number two, well, that same reason. And this guy's about to drop Jesus Christ. I thought the Japanese were about honor. I thought they were about honor, But here we are, seeing this A6M Mark III strafe run me while I'm taking off. This guy is not honorable. This guy is not honorable. Dear God. This guy is not honorable. Deal with it, boy. But really, though, this guy is not honorable whatsoever. I can't believe I'm fighting with a dishonorable plane. I mean, geez, it's practically a Wings of Duty rule. It's just trying to attack someone while they're on the ground is very, very bad. I mean, it kind of ruins your reputation. Jeez. Now, those of you who watched my A6M dogfighting video may be wondering, but didn't you try and bomb that P40? Well, yes, I did. But at the same time, I missed. Okay, see, I missed those bombs. So, that clearly didn't count as me actually, being dishonorable. And here's that guy just strafe running. Now, I'm not going to try and act all salty, but, I mean, come on, it's really annoying when people strafe run you while you're trying to take off. But as you see there, not the bestest of dogfighters. Though, yeah, you can dogfight in this thing, it's not really the best. Okay? It's not the best at dogfighting. If you want to get a good dogfighting plane, then might I recommend maybe, going over to Japan and getting a Key 43 or an A6M. Or if you want to stick with America, do the P35 Seversky / P40 Warhawk. P35, really quick turner. P40 Warhawk can really do well in energy fights because it doesn't require that much energy to fly. Anyways, we're getting off topic here. We're supposed to be focusing the spotlight on good old P38 Lightning. And I've got the Pudgy Maguire skin. So, let's get into the real meat of today's episode. We're going to be going on Pearl Harbor, because, I mean, let's be real here. We already went on it earlier. Why not go on it again? But yeah, I will also be reviewing, low-tier planes like the P-35. Because, to be honest, they're not the worst. In fact, I've actually made a video before, actually getting quite a lot of kills with the P35. It's just that, like, I don't know, it's like so many people think that P35 is a noob plane, and though, yeah, it's kind of, like, cheeky in the fact that it can pretty much outturn every plane in Wings of Duty. And, like, geez, even highly maneuverable planes, like, say, the, Key-61 and A6M3 have a hard time trying to outturn it. It's kind of ridiculous. But even then, I mean, it's still a really good beginner's plane. Anyways, let's do this. So, we're going to be taking off today. We're going to be firing missiles. But yeah, this thing's more or less just used for what I like to call American Blitzkrieg. Okay? All you have to do is just go down there and then just absolutely rocket them into oblivion and then drop your bombs, okay? This thing is it's a lot better as an attacker than it really is dogfighter. And I know historically speaking, this thing was a really good dogfighting plane. In fact, it would strike fear into most enemies. But I mean, how they portrayed in this game isn't the best. See, I'm not trying to ask for them to nerf it, okay? Because, I mean, or not nerf it, but I'm not trying to ask them to, like, buff it. They've already beefed it up quite a bit with the 14 rockets here. But, like, I'm just saying, though, historically speaking. But, I mean, obviously, gameplay-wise, they've already buffed this thing. In fact, we may not be seeing a new update on this thing for quite a while. But yeah, we actually have 2,000 rounds in our 50 cals, so that means 500 for each little gun. And I believe 150 20 mils. And all that jazz. So let's look into the cockpit. So, we got RPM, pressure. There's our speed right there. Nicely done. We've got our little, north, south, east, and west. Oh, pretty basic. Okay. Let's kind of do a bit of a turn. But yeah, another fun fact, this thing actually has, a yoke. Now, like, historically, I mean, I don't know what model P38 this is. I think this is the original model of it. Because I know there were multiple models of a P38. But this thing, unlike most other fighters, actually had a yoke style of, how you say, steering wheel, I guess you could say. Now, in this game, it's obviously shown like any other sort of, fighters. Or no, wait, no, it's actually not. I was about to say that, and then I'm just, like, now thinking of every other fighter. But yeah, this is one of the only few aircraft that sports this yoke style, Okay. I'm sorry, I'm completely blacking out here. Steering wheel to steering wheel. It's the only plane in the game that sports a, yoke style steering wheel. And the reason why that's so, special, I guess you could say, is because, well, that's the same type of yoke that most bombers use. That's what they, use in bombers. Because, like, when you actually, like, take a look at everything, you'll actually notice that's pretty similar. It's a nice little, detail that they added in. Yeah, now we're just on the hunt for the fleet. Oh, wow, we're heading right towards them. Thank you, a map. Oh, yeah, they're visible. So how this works is that we're going to drop our bombs first, come back around, and then drop our rockets. Or, vice versa. Go! Okay, no. Alright. Do a bit of that wiggle. Do a bit of that tail wiggling. Oh my gosh. That's probably my most favorite part of this plane. Or in fact of any, like just this one tiny little tail wiggle. Like wiggle that tail. Alright, we're going in rockets first. Devil Down has joined. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh. Okay. Oh, hey, we got P40. Hey, that's nice. But yeah, that first strike kind of fell flat on its face. Not gonna lie. It fell flat on its face. Just straight up. I stinking crashed. Oh. But I didn't crash like that guy, though. Hey, buddy. There's a thing called an air start. I think you may need it. Ah, golly. No, plane. I also nicknamed this thing the Bouncy, I used to nickname this thing the Bouncy Lightning, because this thing's like, it's just bouncy. Like, its props don't jam when you hit the ground, and it just bounces around. Now, yeah, you can still suffer damage if, you scrape too much on the ground, but it takes quite a while to do that. And, like, most of the time, it's just gonna be you bouncing around, which is really kind of funny. Skew! Yeah, boy! Look at that. And this thing's climb rate is pretty good. I mean, just look at that climb. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have to level out at some point. But look at that. Just the 131 Pudgy Maguire. Yes. But yeah. So, P38, all in all, I honestly would classify this thing. It's not the worst fighter out there, okay? You can definitely get some air kills with it. It's just that, like, with high-tier airplanes, like, even some mid-tier airplanes I had a problem killing. Like, it's not really a good turn fighter, okay? I can definitely think of a few other planes that would be better at turn fighting. You got the obvious P35, then you've got the P40, and I mean all that. But where this thing, though it's not the best in dogfighting in this game, it has a devastating payload. Like, it has a pretty good attacker payload. So all in all, I would recommend this thing as more of an attacker. I mean, you can use it as a fighter, but trust me, it's not the best fighter. It's not the worst either, but in my opinion, if you want to go for a more fighter-heavy tree, then stick with the P40 or something like that. Or, like any other plane. But yeah. In fact, I actually find any sort of, like, so far the twin-engine fighters in this game, like, the BF-110 and P38, they really do suck at turning. Or, like, in energy fights. They really do suck in those two compartments. Now, I mean, realistically speaking, okay, like, the P38 was a pretty good turn fighter. You can definitely kill a lot of zeros. But, I mean, it's a game. It doesn't have... I mean, it tries its best to be realistic. Okay? It tries its best. No game can be 100% realistic unless it's a VR system. In which case, Wings of Duty doesn't have a VR system. Die, boy! Ah! Whoa, boy. We kind of lost... Oh, dear God. I'm getting kind of a lean. I don't know if that's just me. Hold on. What? How we doing? Assess the situation. Don't want to freak out. So we've lost our aileron and we've lost a rudder. It's not good. But I definitely have been in worse situations. But look at that. That thing got wrecked. Beautiful. So I think these carriers are worth like 15 points. if you completely destroy it. So yeah, let's destroy this other one. Going in with rockets. Alright. Going in for the kill. Oh dear. I think I may actually get killed in this one. No, 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 no. Use the rockets, dang it. We didn't die, but we didn't kill it either. So win-win, I guess? I don't know, but I really want to kill this thing. Go, go, go. Flaps up. Okay, okay, don't stall, don't black out on me, dude. Don't black out, don't you dare. Please stop. Please just stop. Oh, dear me, I just passed them. You know what this means, boys. We're going in for a hammerhead. We got 4 rockets left. I don't know what damage I can do, but I mean, hey, any damage counts. So we're going to be going back in. And then after this, we're going to finish off the episode. Oh, golly. I am really not. What is happening to me right now? All right, come on, focus. Focus. We've got this. Don't want to keep it too narrow, but yeah. Let's go. Watch out for that 20 mil. Fire the rockets, fire the rockets. Successful hits, pull off, pull away. We did our damage for today. We have done our damage for today. So let's level out again. I don't think I'm really suffering from any sort of engine damage. Yeah, I'm not suffering from engine damage. Otherwise, it would have been leaning over to one side. So we're good on that. However, like I stated before, we've lost an aileron, and our rudder has seen better days. So, yeah. Let's just land this thing and, you know, just call it a day. But yeah, attacker. Pretty good as an attacker. Dogfighting not a strong suit. This thing is also exceptionally weak in the engines. I mean, all you need to do is get a few hits on the engines and it's going down, okay? I mean, yes, I know, engine is, of course, it's a weak spot. But even if you don't blow up the engines, just damaging it will cause this thing to go down. Because it requires 2 engines, okay? Because I know this from, first-hand experience, okay? Because when I got shot in my right engine, next thing you know, I'm just slowly gliding down to my death. Like, there's nothing I can do to it. There's nothing I can do to help. It just slowly went down because my prop failed. So, yeah. Really. So, yeah, if you're gonna be in a dogfight and someone gets on your 6, just act really squirrely. Just do what I like to call the squirrel maneuvers. Just start, squirming around and basically making it hard for the enemy to aim for the engines. In fact, this thing altogether is not the most strongest airplane, okay? I mean, Jesus, just look at this thing. But nevertheless, even though it's not a beefcake, it doesn't have to be. And also, this thing's made out of rubber. I mean, what more could you want from a plane? In fact, it's amazing how this thing's aerodynamic. Then again, planes being made of metal and they're still aerodynamic. You get what I'm saying, okay? Point is, let's just finish her off with a nice land. Trying to glide her in. Want to do it just nice and light. Nice and light. Careful. Careful. Ah, jeez. Landing without a rudder is really challenging for me. I will not lie. Landing with a rudder is almost like a death wish to me. Ah, we screwed that up. I need to slow down. that's the other thing. This thing can gain speed, but that's bad when you're landing. Alright, we're kind of going in the other way, but should be fine. But yeah, landing without a rudder is kind of bad, because landing with the rudder is, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Bounce. You see that, guys? Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna call it a day with that. Anyways, guys, I do hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Also, comment down below which plane I should do next. Of course, there are a few planes that I can't review, sadly. But, yeah. Tell me what plane to do next, guys. I'll see you later for How to Plane.